Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Sunday, February 18th, 2024. It is currently 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. It has been 663 days since the release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game, of course, is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday, normally every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Already gonna let you know that next weekend is also going to be happening on a Sunday because we will be having the FUNament on Saturday. So if you are live, feel free to ask questions in the chat. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I will do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And I do not work for Shark Mob. Yes, again, I have to say it. So, first things first, some people might have noticed, some people that were in the stream earlier might have noticed that I'm not standing today. I need to sit down because yesterday was very exhausting. Yesterday, what happened? Well, yesterday we had the Kill Race Team Deathmatch. It was Testament number 1. And it happened. It went well. We had some fun times. We got some people joining in as the event was going on. But I had some technical issues, namely with audio. I had some audio issues, and to make a long story short, if ever you want to go watch the VOD to see how exactly this event happened and what happened then, there isn't any, because of my audio issues, I mistakenly put all my copyrighted music that I was playing during the event. It went all into the main audio for the VOD, and it was copyrighted music for the entire time, the entire VOD. So I had to unfortunately delete it from Twitch, so it does not exist. And I cannot tell you, this is the second time this happens to me, that I've put a lot of time and effort and energy into visual aspects, into pushing something, into building something, and it only happens in the event. So I'm glad that a lot of people were there to see what happened, but I have nothing really to show for all of my efforts, which led me to an evening of being pissed off and drinking a little. So today I'm sitting down because I'm a little hungover. A little. And, asterisks, a little being a lot. Anyways, so I'm glad that the event went well. I was very happy about that. Did not put any of the feedback out yet, but we got our winners. We got our mystery winners. It was fun. It was a very fun. Event. It was basically FUNament, but team deathmatch version. We are happy, me and Far, who was doing the calculation of the points. The whole idea behind it was first to test a TDM event to see if a TDM event could happen. How would it work? And also to see if our point calculation was accurate. We did see that there was a bit of balancing that needed to be done in terms of the points, but I would say that this was a very successful event for what it was. Okay, it wasn't like a TDM tournament. It wasn't a competitive TDM tournament either. There were other versions that we could have done for that, but we decided to just make it a public kill race. That's it for what it was. It worked well. And participation was good, so yeah, very happy. At some point during this week, I will be making a post about the feedback of this, including all of the winners. So yeah, very happy about all of this, except not having a VOD to show to people, because a few people have been asking me for it, and unfortunately, there's nothing really that I can do about that. So. Sucks for me, sucks for everyone. But you know what? working on already on Testament number 2, which is now that I wrote it, I completely forgot what it's supposed to be. Hold on. I have it here in a discussion with Far because we already are planning some things. Next Testament is going to be March 9th. And it is going to be, hopefully, if everything goes well, it is going to be not Team Deathmatch. It is going to be a new game mode called Protect the Prince, which is a version of Protect the President, which is Protect the President is a game mod, is a game kind of style or play or a modification that you're gonna find on some different games that allow like different game modes or different modifications from communities. I found a way to translate it into Bloodhunt with a few like kind of special rules. I will be putting out a document and maybe a video to explain on how this game mode works if people want to practice it before I have the event happening. So expect to see this very, very, very soon. I'll be putting that out there for the community. So yeah, time for Testament 2.0. It's gonna be happening. But let's get to the news of the week. So main news that we got this week is the return, as many people have been asking for it, the return of the Lost Lover mask. Now we have a code called the Bloody Valentines that you can input in there and you can get the mask. It is only valid for a limited time. However, you can claim it up until February 28th to get this lovely, lovely mask. So keep that in mind. Go get it immediately. Tell your friends if they've got Bloodhunt to go use that code if they want to have it. Now's the time to get it. Now, there was, as some people remember, last week we talked about the return of the of these outfit elements: the Man-Eater mask, the burnished blue hair color, Ascension outfit for male, and Succubus outfit for female. That were now being like, are now currently redeemable with the code Lunar New Year 2024. So these are back and now are available. They used to be for the holidays originally, but now they've been repurposed into free items for the Lunar New Year. Now, the thing about that is that I was asking, there doesn't seem to be like any expiry date. There doesn't seem to be like anything like talking about an expiry date for it. What is it about that? And when Leon, aka Mozzie, posted it on the Bloodhunt Discord about the new Bloody Valentines, he also added, in case you missed it, we're also giving away some items to celebrate the Lunar New Year. Redeem the code Lunar New Year 2024 for some extra vanity. Valid until February 24. September. Okay, I just created a new year. September. There we go. Valid until February 24th. So, Lunar New Year. If you're sitting on that code, get it. Come get it. And let people know. Like I've been telling some people, I've been posting that now it's available only up until February 24th. So if you want these items, let people know. Go and get them. It's basically, we've got February 24th, these expire, and then 4 days later, the Lost Lover's mask expires. We have had some hints from Tobias that he is working on some community incentives for people to get access to new things or past things. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. So, you know, there's a reason why these are limited time only. We just don't know it. We just don't know the reason, but yeah, come and get your codes, come and get your cosmetics while they're here. All right. Let's talk about the community votes. So community votes that we have, the results that we had last week for that are of things that are currently in the game right now. We have 4 TDM maps as the TDM maps that we've been seeing yesterday during the event and people played on at 39%. So, kind of a split vote inside the community between Red Light District, Harbor, and Rooftop Restaurant. For the weapons, absolutely not surprise, no surprise at all, with 48% of the votes, like very, very strong decision from the community. With the double tap assault rifle, hunting rifle, and LMG, even though like some people don't necessarily like LMG, it is spammy weapon that they rather see as a secondary assault rifle sometimes. It was a very, very, very strong offering. I know some people really like the gold assault rifle. There's a good spread of all different types of weapons there in that selection, so absolutely like no reason why the community wouldn't choose that. And for the artifacts, we had the Crow Famulus and Expeditus boots at 45% of the vote of the community. So it was another week without the Hand of Glory, and it was very good. Now, in terms of the choices that we've got and that we have up until, if you're watching this live, you still have an hour and a half to go put in your votes. These are the choices that we have. And now keep in mind, next Saturday the 24th, we will be having a solo FUNament event that's going to happen. So the results of these choices is going to affect the solo FUNament. So choose wisely. So what we have for artifacts, we have Eye of Thorns and Noddist Volume, Crow Famulus and Rorik's Ram, and we have the last option of Expeditus Boots and Hand of Glory. Now, I've seen a lot of people inside the community say that the main forces of the community are going to be voting both for boots and for the hand, so probably it's going to be unmistakable that option 3 is going to be the one that's voted this week. However, I think that's kind of a stupid way of thinking about that. It's just because, like, right now people are saying this because of the popularity of the Hand of Glory by a group and the boots by another group. But I don't see why I would be voting for the boots if that would mean that I would have much more mobility to try and hunt people that I can't see. I don't like that. Doesn't seem very fair. And also, if you are a user of Hand of Glory, you are trying to stalk your prey. You don't want your prey to be like jumping around and moving twice as fast as you if you want to catch up to them, right? So I would think that right now voting for option 3 probably is not the smartest option. It's like right now it's for the individual factions of people that want this and the individual people that want this, but they're not thinking about the synergy that's going to be happening in matches when both of these are combined. So to me this week, I would think it would be much more sensible. It would make much more sense to have option 2 or option 3. Like any of those options. Personally, I like option 2 because you can run faster, and also you've got the melee attack speed that is really good. I really like when Rorik's Ram is available. But also Noddist Volume and Eye of Thorns being paired together like this could be potential. But anyways, that's just me. I'm just thinking that probably option 3 is the least logical of all the choices to make for the community. But not expecting people to make logical, informed choices. For TDM maps, we've got the options of a Memorial Park, Slaughterhouse, and Abandoned Mall. Option 2, Old Town Square, Graveyard, and Divine Disco. And option 3 of Rodolphinum, Red Light, and Library. So, because Rodolphinum is there, you know how I feel about it. I'd say you have the choices between option 1 and option 2, and I'd say me personally, I don't feel like there's any standouts between these two different maps, I would probably go, like, if you're asking for my recommendation, I would go with option 1. It gives us a mix of all different types of gameplay throughout these 3 different maps. And yeah, Slaughterhouse is interesting if people like don't necessarily clump into the same kill areas in the same kill zones. There are other places in Slaughterhouse where people don't necessarily fight, and that would be like I think there's some areas inside the map that are not really exploited to by the community to their best. I would say like to the best potential. Yeah. Memorial Park, always find it to be very interesting. There's a lot of hiding and dodging. I think it's a very interesting map. Also helps you practice in those park fights whenever you're playing in solo, duo, trio. And Abandoned Mall is just like, it's fun. There's a lot of places to. It's like a jungle gym. It's like a jungle gym where you just kind of there's different levels there. You can snipe, you can do melee. There's lots of places to hide. You can bump into people. It's like Abandoned Mall is always like good fun, good chaos fun. That always happens on that map. Anyways, so for the gold weapons, we've got the choices of pistol, pump shotgun, sniper rifle, and double barrel. Auto shotgun, crossbow, revolver, and burst rifle. And then dual SMGs, marksman, Tommy, and hunting rifle. I would say probably the community is going to be voting for option 3, I think, in general. There is an option 1. There's, unfortunately, we've got 2 shotguns put together. I don't know that a lot of people would necessarily vote for that. Option 2 is a good mix, I think. Option 2 is equally as good as option 3, although option 3 you've got the Tommy gun and the dual SMGs, who are very like, spray and pray kind of weapons that a lot of people like to default to. But I would say that probably option 2 is very strong. It gives you a lot of versatility in terms of you got close range, you got mid, you got long range. I think is also good, but probably option 3 is probably what people will see and probably will vote the most on. That's just my feeling about it. But yeah, make those choices. You've got an hour 15 minutes left if you're watching this live. Make sure that your votes are locked in. There's people that like to click on things but not necessarily see like that the option is being pushed on. You got the check mark to say like, yes, you're voting for this. Make sure you get this in. This is your warning. All right, next up, just a little reminder, we still have Twitch drops that are still happening for the entire month. We still have these 6 cosmetics that you can collect in 2 batches. So the first batch is the Milk Outfit and the Swift Vision Eyewear. It takes 4 hours to claim, and then there's another 4 hours after claiming those where you can get the Scarlet Centipede Tattoo, Full Swing Eyewear, Angsty Mask, and the Trailblazer female-only outfit. Yes, it's still stupid that it takes you 2 batches of 4 hours to claim all of those, but honestly, and like some people said, watching 8 hours of Bloodhunt in an entire month to claim all of these 6 cosmetics, it doesn't take a lot of effort for you to actually get that done. Want to mention that these drops are only available from the people who are in this list, the top 100 streamers for the whole month of February. And you can also become a part of the list of the top 100 for probably the next month, the month of March. And for this, you need to perform. You need to be in the top 100 for the current month. So for the month of February, you just need to stream Bloodhunt for a certain amount of hours and put yourself in the ranking of the top 100. There is a little guide here that I put on this tweet. This is all series of tweets, starting from what I put in the chat right now. And if you're watching on this on YouTube, all the links are in the description of the video. So I've got a little instruction guide on how to make sure that you are in the top 100, and especially for the month of February. For those who don't know, we have a special little incentive if you want to stream Bloodhunt during the month of February. If you end up on the top 100 list for next month, you will get a press start icon and game over banner. As a little extra incentive. These have only been given out once last year. It was sometime during the summer as a little incentive to get people to stream Bloodhunt. But yeah, so not only do you have that incentive, but also you're going to have drops on your channel. So I hope you're going to be streaming during the whole month of March if ever you get those items. How that is going to work, how you're going to get those, is basically at the end of this month on February 29th. Early in the morning, the community managers will pull the list from the website that we use to determine who's in the top 100, and they will make a list of all the people who are eligible. They will put out the drop list, and they will also forward me the list. I already have the codes to give out to the people who are at the top 100, so they can get the banner and icon all together, and I will distribute them one by one to the different people who are in the list. That might take some time because I'm the only one that's distributing them. And yes, for the people who were wondering, if ever you are a streamer that has already got the icon and banner from last time, and you receive it, you're still eligible this time, what happens? Well, that means that you have a code in your hands that you can do whatever you want with it. You can, obviously the whole thing is to give it to someone else. Obviously, try to not sell it. That is the thing that is big no-no. If ever we hear or discover that that someone is selling codes, that is a big not only slap on the wrist, but you might be not eligible to get any other stuff from the Bloodhunt community managers, by the way. But yes, it might end up that you might find some streamers that might be doing some giveaways or might be holding special events because they have one of these extra codes to give out to people inside the community. Ooh, wouldn't that be interesting to see? Especially for the people who are not streamers and would like to get this cool icon and banner. So keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this as it develops at the end of the month. I'll keep you updated. At the end of this month of September. Now we're moving on to community events. So community events, it's going to be like a whole bunch of reminders, but also keeping you updated on what's currently happening. So you all know that I've posted my whole list, my whole schedule of what I've set up for the month of February. So we have, if we're following the little schedule that we've got here, Testament Team Deathmatch that happened yesterday. This week we're going to have Scouting Prague number 4, as it's going to be Scouting Prague event is going to be happening every week. On next Saturday, we're going to have FUNament solos. I'm going to have another little performance type of event called Leaper Messiahs. That's going to be starting also on the day of the FUNament. On February 26th, we're getting a store update and a new legendary weapon. Ooh. And after that, we're going to get next week after Scouting Prague. And then it's going to be the last day for people to claim their top 100 status for the month. Yeah, so the month is, we're halfway through the month. A little past halfway through the month. We're going to have some more things coming in March. I'm already working on that. So, the current things that are going on. I just want to mention beforehand that all of these events all of these events that I'm talking about, including this very same post, they are all posted on the Bloodhunt Discord, which I just linked in the channel here. So there is a channel inside the Bloodhunt Discord called the Community Events channel. You go on that channel, and all the information is going to be available there. All the links, you might have to scroll a bit because we're not allowed to repost things. Once they're posted once, so you might have to go back a little bit because there's been a lot of events, there's been a lot of things that have been posted there. Yes, so first off, I had an event called Groundhog's Night that ended last week, and so we've got the winners. We've got SFG SBH, we've got Elisa Vamp, and we got Damn Duck, which were the winners, and they all got themselves the code, the code of the cosmetic that they wanted. So they had a few choices, the usual choices that we have these days. Yeah, and so they've won. And if you didn't win, well, there's another performance event that is happening. I'm going to be talking about that one in just a second. Now, other thing that is going on, and that is actually ending tonight. Hello, Happy Dabs. The thing that is currently ending tonight, when the basically at the same time that the community votes are going to be revealed, we've got fashion victims. So the deadline to vote is tonight. You still have 2 hours to vote, and it's something like, it's a little process that doesn't even take like 5 minutes. Basically, as we usually do with fashion victims, our judges have selected 6 outfits that fit the theme of seduction. And the community just basically votes which one fits the best. It's a comparative vote between 2 outfits, and you choose which one is the best. And at the end, there is one winner that comes out of the votes. And then this person is going to get 3 codes. But now, added to by popular demand, I was not able to get an amount of tokens. Some people asked, like, maybe if like the people can vote, maybe they have a chance to win tokens. I didn't manage to get that through. However, I did manage to get, hey, we can give bend the knee emote codes. So there you go. For all the people who are voting for this event, I will be grabbing one person out of all the people that vote. One person is going to get a bend the knee emote code that they can do whatever they want with that. So yeah, little extra incentive to participate. The moment that I put this form out there, a few hours later, I already had like 20 people that voted. Like within the next 2 hours, I had 20 people that already voted. So very happy about this. Very happy about this. So seduction. Who's going to be the seductive person? Hopefully, I will be able to get the results out of who is the winner probably by tomorrow or by Monday or Tuesday. So there you go. Go vote. Currently, what we have this week, we still have the weekly event called Scouting Prague, which is basically Far takes a picture somewhere inside the city. She posts it in this nifty form. All you have to do is grab the same outfit and archetype and find a location and submit the screenshot. Basically, you try to replicate her own screenshot, but just with the outfit and archetype. Some people are asking, like, do I need to have the same eye color, the same hair color? No. None of that. It's a little bit too much into details. So we've got outfit and archetype. Far found it first. Yeah, of course. So this is the screenshot for this week. You need to find exactly where that is and take that screenshot and wear the same outfit with the same kind of archetype that you're seeing here. It's getting. Some people said that the other 2 weeks were a little bit. The other 2 weeks were a little bit easy. Now we're getting to a little bit of the hard stuff. Some people were scrambling to find out exactly where this one was. So yeah, it's an activity that happens every week. And as it happens every week, there's also a different choice of prize to win. And this week we've got the Lupin outfit and the fluorophore tattoo. You get to choose which one you'd like to win before you send in your submission and screenshot. So yeah, happens every week. Very happy to see this. And the winner of week 2 was MrMelee. MrMelee, which some people know, plays Melee. So, another thing that we still have that is ongoing is the My Bloody Valentine community quest put together by the Enterprises. You can win as a result of this. It's a quest chain. You need to find different things, take some different screenshots with the clues that they leave you inside the quest. Also, the story is very interesting, and basically you can win these 2 outfits: the headpiece and the outfit. You've got outfit A, outfit B. You need to choose. Some of these things you can find in the in-game store. Some of these you can't. If you didn't play the battle pass to get those outfits, now is an opportunity for you to try and grab one of those. And also, as I keep mentioning, as a participation reward. So even if you don't get the right answers and don't manage to get it, there is a participation reward you can get, which is the King Pawn icon and the Absolute Pin banner. I keep telling people this is a big thing because icons and banners cannot be sold through the in-game store. They can only be given through some codes. So if ever you didn't play in the Battle Pass where this was given for free, that's your opportunity to get the codes to the banner and icon when we don't know when these are going to come back. There's a lot of banners and icons in the past that are not obtainable anymore. And maybe we're going to see a lot of those suddenly be coming back, but there's so many of them. So whenever if ever you want to collect everything, there's your opportunity. Even if you're not going to do the quest completely or not going to do it correctly, you can still win those. This event is happening until the end of the month. So, yeah, start scouting Prague. Try to get those things done so you can get some cool outfits and icon and banner. Also, I really like it. It's really fun. It was really fun to go through all of this. Another event that is ending in a few hours from now, at the same time as the community vote results, we've got the Amorous Amaranths event. Basically, it's a little performance event that I put together. Try to find and open the ice cream shot. Yeah, okay. So yeah, a little event called Amorous Amaranth. What you need to do in this event is basically commit as many diableries as possible. The more diableries you commit, the more entries you have for a giveaway. Giveaway is your choice of Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, or fluorophore tattoo. There you go. These are your choices of prizes that you can get. It's from all the people who participate. The winners get randomly picked, but the amount of information that you give out, the amount of diableries and entries you get more chances of winning. There's also a little extra bonus entry. You can have it. Everyone can have a 10th. You can have a maximum of 10 entries, basically, and the extra one you can get by uploading a screenshot of a display of love, either in the way that your character is dressing or something that you can find in the environment of Prague. What is a display of love? You get to tell me, and you get the extra 10th entry. So go ahead, submit if you played some matches recently, ever since this started. And you've got a lot of diableries, and you got a ton. There's plenty of I've left plenty of entries of match entries, so you can all add them up and total to the amount that's listed here. Yeah, so basically matches that started on February 9th up until today. So yeah, give it a try, sign up, join in. You might win some of the prizes. Yeah, this was really fun to put together. And find something that would fit the theme of Valentine's Day, honestly. Next up, we have FUNament number 9. You all know this. You all know how the FUNament works. It's up there. It's going to be solos this time. It's going to be happening next Saturday, same time as usual. And here in the post, you've got the sign-up document. You've got the whole FAQ document, which contains all the rules and everything. And you've got some tutorials. You don't know how to sign up. The sign-up form, you go in the sign-up form and you go like, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? And all those things I have to fill up. How does it work? Well, it just so happens that Far made a little YouTube video, little YouTube tutorial on how to do this. Also, a little YouTube video on how to use the tracker. That's good. And we still have the participation prize of the Dark Angel banner and Iron Will icon that is available. It's the only place so far that's available you can get an icon and banner. Let me just show you the prizes here. She made a little graphic, so hold on. The participation prize, here it is. This is the participation prize. So even if you're not going to perform, the FUNaments are open for everyone. There's a kill race portion, and there's a whole portion that is just like everyone can play, and you never know, you might win some prizes. So everyone that likes to play Bloodhunt and likes to play Bloodhunt solo, I encourage you to join in the event. You're going to get your participation prize, and you might get some other things. Now, in terms of other things, yeah, like I said, there's the kill race portion where you actually have to perform, but that's for the people who sign up for that. They get tokens. Lots of tokens have been added to the prize pool because a lot of people have asked for that. So tons of tokens have been added to the prize pool. You get your choice of cosmetic. So even the people that do closest to average, which, like I said, it's based on everyone's performance. It doesn't matter if you perform well or bad or extremely bad. Even the people that perform extremely bad have a chance of winning some of those. So doesn't matter. The people who are joining in the kill race, however, they also get the creator bronze banner and icon, which is... Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. There you go. It's a special icon and banner that is made usually for competitive events. But in the meantime, you can still get the bronze one. The silver and gold ones are only reserved for competitive events. But there's your choice to your opportunity to get that if you're going to be in the kill race. Now after that, it says here you've got your choice of cosmetic on top of tokens. Your choice of cosmetics are the Lupin outfit, the Fluorophore tattoo, and the Fiercely Loyal outfit. There you go. And you can see all of those. There's the link here to view all the prizes. It's all listed here. You've got all the instructions, all the point calculation, all the rules, and also if ever you want to be featured during the stream, because this is going to be happening on the official Bloodhunt channel. If you are going to stream and you want to be featured, you need to sign up in advance because we need to do a few things to set up beforehand. We cannot simply improvise a few things. So yeah, make sure that you sign up in advance if you want to stream to be featured. And also there's a few little extra rules that I would very much appreciate if you took the time to read, so that the viewing experience for everyone on the Bloodhunt channel is going to be fantastic. So yeah, everyone sign up. Like Far said the other day, it's the whole concept of signing up is to let us know, give us like a general idea of who is going to be there, how many results are going to need to be parsed, because, you know, when the event is finished, everyone sends in their results, and then FAR has to go through all the results. Sometimes when there's just a few, just a certain amount of people, like small group of people, FAR can do it by herself. But if we're going to get more and more and more people, then FAR needs to recruit some help from a couple of people that will help verify the data with her, so that on the stream, you don't have to wait for me to babble on for like hours and hours before we actually get the results. Basically, after the event is done, I'm there to just like kill the time by letting you know what's happening in the community. And yeah, let's try to make this work. So take the time to read everything, take the time to sign up. It's a fun event. Like I said, everyone can sign up, everyone can join in, everyone can join the fun, and you can win some things. There you go. So that's next Saturday. Put that on your calendar. All right. Next up, we've got, still for the month and still ongoing. Actually, there is one that's currently going on right now as we speak. We've got our community scrims for February. You've got here a tentative calendar. If you want to see an updated calendar, you just need to click the link here. It's going to lead you to like an updated calendar of who is doing what. So it's basically community scrims. So scrims is just a moment where a streamer is going to go like, okay, let's queue all together. Now, how they're doing that is entirely up to them. They decide like their own rules, whatever they want to do. Sometimes it's just like some of their friends are just like in a Discord, they're talking to each other, and they're just queuing together to be in the same matches. Now, some of them are going to be streamers that are a bit more participative with their audience. So they're going to go, okay, everyone, we're going to do we're gonna queue all together, so everyone we can be in the same matches. Some of them, like I was gonna say, like this week, Sour made a stream where it was just a whole bunch of little challenges where he went like, all right, everybody, next match we're gonna play Siren and we're gonna do melee only. Let's go. So everyone that was following the stream, of course, it's not everyone that you're going to find inside your matches that is actually like watching the stream, and it's all not going to be queuing up together, but as much as possible, you know, that's something that he did. But it's up to the streamer to do whatever they want. So remember, if you're going to join in those scrims in game or on stream, make sure you respect whatever rules the streamer has set forth for their scrims, and also please don't grief any of those efforts. Remember that stream sniping for the purpose of griefing a streamer's matches is a reportable offense, and that can be and that can lead to nasty consequences for your Bloodhunt account. So be mindful of this, and it's all supposed to be like, it's all in good fun. It's again one of those moments that's been set up where everyone can join in, have some good time, maybe discover a streamer that you've never watched before. You don't know what their vibe is or how they play or what's the kind of fun that they like to do, and it's streamers from like all over different time zones. We've got people that, you know, sometimes we've got people that are no-shows that don't necessarily sign up at the time that they were meant to be signing up, but still keep an eye on this little calendar. For instance, we've got MrMelee. Is it oh no, MrMelee actually gave a time. Okay, so it's 8 p.m. Originally, let's say MrMelee coming in this week on Tuesday, it was to be determined. So we look at the little calendar and we see that it's 8 p.m. that he's going to be there. So there you go. Streamers from all over the place. Like currently we've got Hala. Got Hala Peach. Let's copy a link address here. So I can put it in my notes a little bit later. Where is it? Because I completely forgot to paste it. Okay, good. That's good. Don't worry about me. I'm just going through my notes. But yeah, the people that we currently have this week, we've got Hala, we've got Moriarty, MrMelee, BlackGoddess, SVGNooba, Neevee, and on Saturday we've got Mia. So a whole bunch of these are really a lot of fun, entertaining streamers that we've got. We've got from NA, we've got from EU, we've got different time zones at which they're going to play. So yeah, this good variety of streamers, and I have yet to talk to Kate, but I think that this has been a really good success. This has been really great for a lot of streamers and people inside the community to get to know each other and to play with each other. And support each other, basically, also. So I think that we are going to continue this in March. So if ever you want to get into this as a streamer, to get your name out there, just keep an eye and ear out there, because I might be asking KitKate to send out invites again if she wants to. If she doesn't want to, might find someone else. But I think that she's been very game to set all of this up by herself. So again, thank you, KitKate, for taking the time to organize all of this. So yeah, that's it for that. This is all for the community portion. We've got still a lot of events. I just want to let you know, I put up a little poll, a little informal poll on my Twitter this week to know, how you feeling about events? Are there too many events? Are there not enough events? Is it just right, the amount of events that we've got planned for February? I'd say most people said that everything was just fine, but there are a few people that said that maybe we have too many events going on at the same time. So might have to tone it down a little bit for March and see how people feel about that. Yeah. We're going to see. Preparing, I'm thinking about March. Next up, and things that are related to Bloodhunt, we have Mera'din Unknown, which is our local lore lore expert, that put together a compilation of all the videos of Bloodhunt Lore that's been all the Q&As that have been happening with Martin, that's been revealing a lot of things about Bloodhunt Lore, or the questions that we had about the lore, or questions about the potential hooks that they had for lore or quests in the future. He's revealed everything, so it's a whole half-hour video in there, and Mera'din explains. There's a little bit of an explanation here. He says, this video is more of a compilation than anything. Sharkmob approached me a number of months ago, after new quest and story material was cut from development, about providing and gathering lore questions from the community for them to answer. The result was 23 questions about the mysteries of the Bloodhunt narrative, answered by lead writer on Bloodhunt, Martin Wikner. Sharkmob posted these as 23 separate videos over the course of months to their social media accounts. I was given permission to compile the videos and post them together for everyone here. I rearranged the videos, grouping questions about specific topics for easier viewing, with the original post date of the video noted at the beginning of each question. And as a bonus, I added compilation image at the end of the video that Sharkmob posted of the various goofy faces they added to Martin for some of the video thumbnails what they were releasing. Enjoy. So yeah, you've got at the end the many faces of Martin, who was by the way, he was totally game. He's like, yeah, just make fun of me, go ahead. This was made with his consent, all the goofy faces that they managed to do there, especially number 3. Which was, yeah, with a lot of filters. So yeah, if ever you want to have all the Bloodhunt Lore Q&A, it's all compiled together into a 32-minute video that's in there. Hey, so everyone, just a quick question. Were some of you watching the news stream that I posted last week? I've talked about a certain art creator that I watch on that I discovered on ArtStation that was posting a lot of screenshots about things that they worked on in the game. So you have certain artists that post on ArtStation about all the different, the different things that they worked. Sometimes it's areas, sometimes it's outfits that they worked on, concept videos, maybe 3D models. Maybe they're environmental artists that post about like different zones that they worked on. Well, last week I posted some. I've shown you some posts that an environmental artist made of some. Basically, they were doing like some extra decorations on some environments inside of Bloodhunt, and there were threads for each area that they did. So there was a post about the construction site and many screenshots in there, and the graveyard and many screenshots in there. And then there was the last one called Vernissage, and I was wondering exactly what that was. It's an area that we've never seen. What exactly is that? I have some questions. It's things that we've never seen inside the game. So I've looked at it again in the middle of the week, and when I said, hey, you might want to take a look at this before I was joking, kind of like, before Shark Mob Legal finds out that this is there and maybe it's not supposed to exist and this gets taken away. Yeah, that's a big old 404 page not found on that specific thread. So I get the feeling that was something that we weren't supposed to see. Just gonna say. So, if ever you were there, you may have seen something exclusive that we shouldn't have been seeing. Anyways, so it doesn't exist. I made a few searches, still not there, no way to find it again. So if you saw it, you saw it. And the other thing that I don't know if it was this week or if I forgot to mention it last week, but on February 6th, or at least that's what's posted on Steam. Sometimes it's not super accurate. The Vampire the Masquerade Justice VR game that was originally only available through PlayStation VR and MetaQuest. Not even Oculus, MetaQuest. Now it's available on SteamVR as well. If ever you've got a VR headset, there you go. There's your way to get it. I don't understand why the reviews are mostly positive here on Steam. When it was posted on MetaQuest, the reviews were incredibly stellar. It was for many weeks, it was listed as one of the best VR games that were available on virtual reality. So eventually I might feature this. I might do a stream about that on this channel. But for people who want a Vampire the Masquerade first person experience, where you get to crawl on the top of buildings and basically do exactly like we're doing in Bloodhunt, climb on top of buildings, use pipes on the walls and drop down on people unsuspectingly. You get to bite people's necks and drink their blood, all in VR. There you go, and find puzzles and all of that stuff. That's a very cool experience. And now it's available on Steam for everyone to see. If that is something that you've got inside your, let's say some people might have in their wish list of things to get in the future, the popularity of VR headsets is slowly gaining a lot of traction, especially since the release of the MetaQuest 3. And there's a big battle with the Apple headset right now. Gonna see which one ends up being the best We're gonna see. I can save them for myself from having bought a MetaQuest 3. I'm very, very happy with my purchase. But that's not the here or there. So, it's fun, but if you're going to play, make sure you have enough room. I punched my fridge. Agreed, Ronnie. You gotta make sure that you have enough space or that you have enough control over yourself in your own environment to realize when you're going to be punching a window or something. But that is going to be it in terms of the news for this week. Just want to talk about what to expect now. So what to expect now? In a few hours, Amorous Amaranths get a lot of diableries. The forum closes in a few hours. Fashion victims voting ends in a few hours. The community vote for the week ends in a few hours. Now, what's going to be happening with the community vote is that we're going to get the results. Like the voting itself, as of right now, it closes in 40 minutes from now. So if you're watching this stream and you haven't done it, 40 minutes from now, you got 40 minutes to do it. But in an hour, 40 minutes, we're going to get the results of the votes. We're going to see what we're going to have in terms of weapons and artifacts for the solo FUNament next Saturday. But we're also going to have, in the new votes that we're going to have for the week, we're going to have our last new gold weapon added inside of Bloodhunt. I've been saying that it's probably going to be a golden flare gun. I don't know if we might get a surprise. Never know. The rug's been pulled from over my feet a few times with these community managers, so I don't know. I can't put my hand on the fire, say 100% it's going to be that one. I'd never know. We are going to get next Monday, not tomorrow Monday, but next Monday, we're going to get the last store update that's going to be coming. And at the same time, we're going to get that new gold weapon that's going to be added to rotation. But it's going to be in the vote for this week. We've got Scouting Prague at week number 3 that's currently ongoing. And in the middle of the week, we're going to have Scouting Prague number 4. We still have the My Bloody Valentine community quest that's ongoing. We've got our community scrims that are currently going on, still going on. Like I said, pretty much every day of the week. Currently, if ever you want to join the person that is currently, or at least should be currently running scrims, is Hala. So there's her link. I believe that she is currently doing scrims. We've got, like I said, on next Saturday, we have FUNament number 9. It's a solo event. Make sure that you sign up, or at least make sure you've got your calendar locked in. Make sure that you join, participate. There are going to be, if you cannot participate inside the event itself, there are going to be 2 viewer giveaways as we usually do also for people who are not participating. But yeah. Also at the FUNament, on the day of the FUNament, I will be releasing a new little performance-based event that I will reveal during the FUNament. That's already called Leaper. What is it? Leaper Messiahs? Leaper Messiahs, yes. So make sure that, for all of the events, all of the things that I mentioned, join in, participate, watch the streams or lurk in the streams. Make sure that we support each other inside the Bloodhunt community. We can do the best that we can to still foster and make sure that this community is still good, and we can get some more people inside the Bloodhunt community. We can still keep the game alive, still keep the buzz of the game alive. So that's what I'm. If you're not gonna do anything, even if you're not gonna play the game, that's the least that I can ask you, is just if you want to support the game, at least support the community in all the different ways that you can. So yeah, share, retweet, tell your friends, Remember that from now on, the game is in our hands. The community is the key. The community is the way forward. The game still has some potential, and the game is only going to die if we let it die. Help out, have fun, play the game. Don't burn yourself out on playing the game, though. You know, still make it healthy for you. We've put together some community incentives to still make the game interesting. So if you want to help out, raise a hand, send a DM. If you got some ideas from future events, make sure to let me know. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can make those dreams happen. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to tell you to be kind to each other and to yourself. Don't drink too much or else you get a massive hangover like me. And thank you for watching. I will see you next week.